All right, it's time for Sports with Russ. This is a very special sportscast. You're last at 6 p.m.
Last at 6 p.m.
But it's still sports, so we're going to put you to work and make you give us one last...
But there's a line in the movie The Road to Perdition where
oh, no. Where are we going here?
Tom Hanks is about to whack Paul Newman, and Paul Newman says, "I'm glad it's you." So if it's my last sportscast, I'm glad it's you.
I'm so glad that's what you said, or I was about to get whacked. I didn't know what was happening.
And I'm certainly not getting whacked.
I'm glad it's me, too.
But anyway, as far as the draft went last night, listen, first pick was no surprise whatsoever. California quarterback Jared Goff. He's going to the Rams, which the Rams, moving from St. Louis to L.A., and he's a California homeboy, so that works out good. It was no surprise.
Great fit.
And as far as the local teams, both local teams went with Buckeyes, both guys from Ohio State. The Giants, with the 10th pick, grab Eli Apple, a cornerback.
Good New York name.
Now, if Eli does well, it's going to be Big Apple takes over the Big Apple. If it's not, it's going to be Rotten Apple to the core. But
poor guy.
Let's hope it's the former
Yes.
and not the latter. And as far as the Jets go, the Jets went with the 20th pick. They went with an Ohio State outside linebacker, Darren Lee. Now, some people haven't been crazy about it, but I'll tell you what. You never know until a guy becomes a pro.
Right.
The NFL is different. But every time I watched him play in an Ohio State game, this guy Lee was great. So I think both the Giants and Jets did well. But again, unless you are a 1 or 2, and we've seen 1 or 2s flop, you never know. It still becomes a bit of a crapshoot.
All right.
So we will see.
We're going to leave it on that note for now, but don't go anywhere because we have a little something special for you. You'll stick around for a little more?
I'm here.
You afraid?
I'm glad it's you.
I'm glad it's you. You're not going to get whacked.
Okay.
We'll be right back. I know where you're going.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
All right, welcome back. As many of you know, this is Russ Salzberg's last 6 o'clock sports with us. They all know what a wonderful sportscaster you are, Russ, but I don't know if all of our viewers know what a good friend you are and what a great person you are and what a riot you are. I think they know some of that from watching you over the years.
Well, it's easy to be a good friend when you have a lot of good friends here, and you are certainly one of them. And like I said to the people earlier today in the newsroom, I've been locally for 28 years, and the years here, the people here are very special people, all of them, and my dear, you're at the top of the list. So.
Thank you so much. Well, we all love you very much. And one of the things I love most about Russ is his sense of humor, so we put a little something together to showcase a little bit of that.
Okay.
All righty now. When one is in London, they say that the proper thing to do is have a spot of tea in the afternoon. So I said to myself, that's what I shall do. And I was accompanied, no less, by a chap who happened to be a big blue footballer.
There it is. The pinky out? Is that how it's supposed to be, the pinky out?
The pinky out like that. Your 2 hands. You don't do 2 hands. It's 1 hand, the pinky out. 1 hand.
You got bigger hands.
We can get you the child's cup if you like.
This is What's for Super Bowl 50.
The only ducks I know are Huey, Dewey, and Louie. You heard of the Three Musketeers? This will be more like one of the Three Stooges. En garde.
Like that, Russ. So hard! There you go. No, like that. Ross, target's up here.
Hey, I'm from Brooklyn. Me and you, pal.
The man from Secaucus, Channel 9 sportscaster Russ Salzberg.
And Russ Salzberg in front.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to Secaucus.
Thanks.
Oh!
We're looking for somebody named Pearson.
A first name would really help.
You think he's African, maybe from Ethiopia?
We were told that he has a great body.
Ethiopia and a great body, someone's yanking your chain. Sounds like your guy trades coffee, so you're probably talking about Pearson Barber.
All right, I liked
That was
everything that we
great.
put together there except for the last part because I'm worried you're going to stop doing sports and take my business job. You made me a little nervous.
No. We'll stick, and that was a lot of fun. But like I say to everybody here, folks, I've had a great time talking to you people. I'm still here. I'm not going anyplace. Just things are changing a little bit. And these two people, the master, the leader, Ernie is not here, but these are 2 more of my favorite people.
We got you a little something.
What'd you get me?
We got you a cookie cake.
Cookie cake.
You know, a little something kosher for Passover.
I'll have to wait till tomorrow because it's still
But hey, we wrote on it, thanks, Russ, because Russ, we're not saying bye-bye. We're not saying so long. We're not saying farewell. We're saying thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Everyone's gonna have the Golden Girls song in their head all weekend. But thank you for being a friend. If someone told me when I came here 2 years ago that one of my favorite people in this building, one of my closest friends, would have been you, I would have told them they were out of their minds. But without a doubt, you are the very, very best. They broke the mold when they made you, and I'm so proud and honored to call you a friend and to be here on your last day.
Well, it's right back at you. The feeling's mutual,
We
sweetheart.
love you.
Buddy.
Awesome.
Likewise.
I can't replicate that comment because it's all true.
And thanks to everybody here, and most importantly, thanks for you, the people, for the past 28 years. It's been great. But again, I'm looking for 28 more years, so stay right where you are.
I think we're going to give Russ the last word tonight. You want to say goodbye to everybody for us tonight?
No bye-bye, so long, farewell, but we'll say it this way. I'll see you later. There you go.
Well put. So now we have to have some conversation about like what everybody...
Fox 5 News isn't over. If you want to connect to great stories and people, then engage Fox 5's Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages. And go to fox5ny.com for news and stories you care about. Brought to you by Raymore and Flanagan Furniture, furnishing your style.
All right, how you doing, everyone? Right out to Citi Field we go tonight, where the surging Mets opened up a 3-game weekend set with the San Francisco Giants, and their surge continued big time here in the bottom of the third with Yoenis Cespedes saying bye-bye, so long, farewell for a grand slam bomb to cap off a 12-run inning, the largest in franchise history. 13-1 Mets to final, extending their winning streak now to 7 games. Meanwhile, up in Boston tonight, after the Yanks had led it 2-0, bottom 8 we go, score tied at deuce, 1 out, when Big Papi David Ortiz unloads on Dellin Betances. He too says bye-bye, so long, farewell for what would be your game-winning 2-run bomb. 4-2 Red Sox was your final in Beantown, and I have to share this with you. Back in January, you may recall, I did a story on this man, Frank Shiro, a former world champion Masters runner who owned 6 world records at one time despite battling a heroin addiction for almost 50 years. But Frank has been winning the battle this past year, and he called me a little while ago to say that his team captured the silver medal tonight in the 4x400 relay at the historic Penn Relays in Philadelphia. So big time congrats to Frank. Keep up the good work, and always remember, one day at a time.
I cannot believe that you said that he was, I mean, this was a recent recovery.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a good time and a good night for him to do it, too.
All right, and this is Russ's last night with us on the 10 o'clock news, not with Fox 5, but on the 10 o'clock news.
Good.
Here's a trip down memory lane.
How sweet it is. You don't do 2 hands, it's 1 hand.
Thanks for joining me, yo.
All right. You heard of the 3 Musketeers? This will be more like one of the 3 Stooges. On guard.
No, like that. Oh, Ross, targets up here.
Hey, I'm from Brooklyn.
Rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
Greatest feeling you ever had?
Greatest bar none. Ain't nothing better.
Nothing better?
It ain't nothing better.
Your worst moment in Yankee Stadium?
Well, getting fired a couple of times.
And having him coming back to be part of the Yankees where he should be.
Who's that handsome young guy in the middle?
You. We have fun, then we.
You probably like that sleepy time tea, too, huh, Russ?
All right, how you doing, everyone? I'm Russ Salzberg, and welcome once again to Giants Kickoff.
You've been around the game,
That's
Russ.
right, but you
been
are
around.
in the game.
Okay.
No, forgive me, you brought up what the hit them folks.
Yeah.
And then last week, it was a combination of the Whip and Michael Jackson. Has there been more preparation for this baby than in the previous 47?
I bet you don't know how much preparation this takes.
It's not just about Major League Baseball, all fantasy sports.
I see fantasy as a game with a prize.
A lot of people forget where they came from. It's very important to you not to forget.
This is where I grew up.
This place is home to you. It's got to be special.
Oh yeah, it's definitely in my heart.
What's going through your mind?
Russ, I just feel connected. I feel connected to a better part of myself.
man from Secaucus, Channel 9 sportscaster Russ Salzberg.
Russ Salzberg, in front. Thanks.
Not bad, huh?
Oh, the girls were little.
And those are two mommies right now.
Yeah, right.
One's a 17-month-old. The other one has a 14-week-old.
Wow.
It's incredible. I know, my greatest memory when I told everybody I was coming to Fox 5, all my friends from college, they all grew up in the tri-states. Like, are you working with Russ Salzberg? And initially we weren't because you were still over at My 9.
Right,
then you came over, got to know you. It's been such a pleasure. Obviously, you're an outsized personality, a larger-than-life sportscaster, but you're such a great guy behind the scenes.
Appreciate it.
You came to the wedding. All my friends loved meeting you. You've been so great to me, to Anna, everybody. It's just
now we're waiting for the baby
return the
shower
favor. Indeed.
and all that other
It
stuff.
all proceeds on its own schedule, as you know.
I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your opinion, always so honest. You tell it like it is.
Well,
You no holds barred. You know what you're getting when you see this man.
Yeah.
You tell everybody how you truly feel, on set and off set. And you know what? You're part of a guard of journalists that will never be duplicated.
Well,
and we are really appreciative for that.
I appreciate that, and I just want to tell everybody out there, like you saw some of the things that in that little clip that my longtime, for 28 years, Rich Bagala, my producer, put together. Some of those homegrowns, that's some of the things that I'm going to be busy with, so you'll be seeing a lot more of those features, so I'll be seeing you at 5 and maybe here at 10 as well.
Awesome,
but thanks to everybody, and thanks to everybody for watching. I love
Thank you
all
so
you guys.
much.
So thank you.
do we, Russ.
Have a great night and a great weekend.